Our movie starts with a doctor speaking on television saying that medicine has advanced to the point where she could modify viruses so that the body could handle them instead of being attacked by them. This would help humans treat serious diseases like cancer. 3 years later, we see the city empty and abandoned. At this time, we see Dr. Robert in his car with his dog and his shotgun. He gets out of his car to hunt the animals in the street when the bell rings, marking that sunset is approaching and he needs to leave. Robert returns home with his dog. And as soon as the sun sets, he secures the entire house with iron windows and gates. Later, he sleeps with his dog in the bathtub, holding the shotgun, and hears scary noises outside. When he sleeps, he dreams about what happened in the city. 3 years ago, at the beginning of the pandemic, there was an emergency situation, so Robert quickly took his wife and daughter to escape from the city. They took enough food and money for 2 weeks because a dangerous virus had spread, turning people into zombies. During this time, Robert's wife tries to persuade him to escape with them, but he refuses, insisting that he needs to fix the situation. Suddenly, zombies attack their car, waking Robert up from sleep. He gets up to train with his dog and then enters his laboratory to record a video of a new vaccine experiment against the virus affecting animals. He tries several different vaccines on numerous rats, but unfortunately they all fail, and the rats become aggressive. However, he notices one calm rat and understands that the vaccine it received could be the cure for humans. Robert takes his dog and explores abandoned houses for food or anything useful. When finished, he uses the radio, hoping someone is still alive in the city and can hear him. He mentions that he goes to the Marina Street every day at noon, hoping someone will come to him and he will provide food and shelter. Later, Robert spends some time playing and then goes with his dog to hunt. When the dog senses a deer, they chase it into a dark, abandoned house. Robert worries about his dog and runs after it. When he enters the house and finds it completely dark, he lights it with his gun and walks through it. Suddenly, he encounters a group of zombies in front of him, so he moves quietly to avoid detection. At that moment, Robert finds his dog hiding under the desk, afraid to come out. Suddenly, a zombie wakes up behind Robert, but before it can attack, Robert shoots it and runs quickly with his dog, with many zombies chasing them. Robert jumps out of the window and the zombies following him die because they're exposed to the sun. Then Robert gets an idea to set a trap for the zombies to capture one and test the vaccine on it. He successfully captures a zombie, and another zombie tries to follow him but fears the sun and retreats back into the house. Robert takes the captured zombie to his laboratory and discovers it's a young girl. He restrains her with iron cuffs and injects her with his vaccine, but it fails. Angry, Robert records that he will continue his experiments. We return to the city 3 years ago and see Robert taking his wife and daughter to the marina to escape to safety. Soldiers inspect them, discovering that Robert's wife is infected and forbidding her from crossing the marina. Robert gets angry with the soldiers and orders them to re-examine her. Upon re-examination, they find her healthy. They allow them to cross the marina, and Robert boards his wife and daughter into an airplane, promising that he will find the cure and return to them. The next day, Robert wakes up and relives the same day again. In the street, he finds a mannequin outside a shop from which Robert used to take books. Robert is surprised because he knows that the mannequin is always inside the store. He gets out of his car to shoot it. When Robert approaches, he finds that the zombies have set a similar trap to the one they set for the young girl zombie. They capture him, and Robert loses consciousness. He wakes up to his watch alarm he set to mark 10 minutes for sunset, and he is hanging from his leg. He pulls out a knife from his pocket and cuts the rope tying him. At that moment, mutated zombie dogs appear, wanting to attack Robert, but they cannot because the sun hasn't set yet. Robert quickly moves towards his car. When the sun disappears, Robert takes out his gun and shoots the dogs attacking him. He's surprised to find a zombie attacking his dog and biting it. Robert takes his dog to his laboratory and injects it with a vaccine that failed on the young girl's zombie, hoping it won't turn into a zombie. However, the vaccine fails and Robert is forced to kill his dog before it turns into a zombie. The next day, he goes to bury it, feeling extremely sad because it was the only companion he had. When the sun sets, Robert goes to the marina seeking revenge for his dog and sets up a mannequin so the zombies think he is a human and attack him. When the zombies gather, Robert runs them over with his car, but one zombie is still alive and tries to get close to Robert. It's revealed to be the boyfriend of the young girl zombie Robert captured, seeking revenge for his love. He flips Robert's car and tries to get in through the window, but before he can bite him, a strong light hits him and the zombie runs away quickly. Robert is exhausted but is saved by a girl who appears and rescues him. When she asks him for his home address, Robert answers before losing consciousness again. He dreams again of what happened 3 years ago when his wife and daughter boarded the plane and it exploded due to a chaos caused by a group of zombies. The next day, Robert wakes up in his house and finds a woman and a boy in the kitchen preparing breakfast. She introduces herself as Anna and explains that she came after hearing his message on the radio and went to the marina but couldn't find him. So she went to the survivors' colony, which is a safe zone where the cold weather prevents the virus from affecting those living there. Robert gets upset with her, telling her that there are no survivors at all and that all humans are dead. When she asks him to come with her to the safe area, he refuses, insisting that this is his land and he will fix things here. Afterwards, Robert puts the young girl zombie in the snow, hoping for her condition to get better because of the vaccine's effectiveness. Later, he takes the boy to his daughter's room so he can sleep there. Anna talks to him and convinces him to go with her to the survivors' colony, but he still refuses. At that moment, they hear a strange noise outside, and Robert looks out the window to see zombies approaching them, realizing they followed Anna when she brought him to the house. Robert turns on the floodlights outside the house because they are afraid of the lights, but the zombies destroy the floodlights. Before they can attack the house, Robert activates explosives that detonate among them. When Robert goes out to check on Anna, he finds a zombie inside the house that bites him on the shoulder. Robert tries to kill it, but it escapes. Then another zombie enters the house and breaks through the ceiling. Anna and the boy hide from it without making a sound. Robert takes his gun and kills the zombie. Afterwards, Robert takes Anna and the boy to the laboratory where they find that the young girl zombie has been cured. He hides Anna and the boy in a secured room. However, suddenly the zombie in the laboratory attacks them. Robert locks the bulletproof glass door and tries to reason with the zombies, explaining that he can cure them, but they don't listen and try to break down the door. Robert retrieves a grenade and detonates it in front of the zombies. Years pass, and Anna narrates that Dr. Robert was a reason for curing humans of the dangerous virus that had spread among them. And that's it. If you like this recap, hit like, share, and subscribe to our channel to keep seeing content like this one. If you have any requests or thoughts, drop them below in the comment section and we will see you at the next one. Peace out.